saved my life!
Do your Bigfoot mating call.
Life's too short to get it all right. First time around.
Red, help! I'm gonna fall!
Comes with a highly sophisticated, intricated steel. Hi, you lovely people. We're back out again. Me and Junior is on this this explore this time, thank God. And we've arrived at Haweswater in the Lake District. But yeah, we've come tonight just to pitch up and spend the night beside the reservoir and hopefully just chill out. So we've just been grafting our ass off, cutting through some really dense wood. I find that either A, there's not enough oxygen getting to the fire where we've decided to set up, or B, which we found in the past, that the wood's just too resiny, and instead of actually like catching a flame and retaining its heat, it just kind of smoulders and sizzles because of all the resin. To make it worse, we're actually getting eaten alive again. Thousands of midges this time. It's not mosquitoes, but we knocked a bush actually about 20 minutes ago. We knocked a little bush and we was just swarmed by thousands, literally millions. Weren't we, June? Gnats, that's it. Or little midges, whatever you want to call them. I can feel them biting me right now. 1 minute. So we're now sporting the Mozzie Protection 3000. Comes with a highly sophisticated, intricated steel chocolate some material that comes standard with every issue. This is Junior in his pissed off state.
I am getting a bit annoyed.
Because of the fire situation.
Pretty much. That and them freaking midges. Everywhere. Like,
Mate, look at me. What's it like black, all this black stuff and shit and like... Just stop, let me look. What is all that black stuff on you?
I can't see it.
Probably charcoal off the wood. Oh mate, the mozzies are picking up again. They're everywhere. They're all over my hands. I can feel them in my hair. That's the worst. We're just gonna have to burn through that.
How the hell have you done it so
I think
tight?
it's airtight because the things are so packed to the top. We can't get them done.
What are you gonna do?
We're gonna have to destroy the container.
Saw through it. I can't imagine being at a festival anymore after being out here.
Why?
It's just like so peaceful, it's just like relaxing. A festival, it's quite hardcore.
Manic.
It is very manic. Not only that, it's just the walk from and to the stadium.
What time does all that music and stuff stop playing then?
About between 10 and 12. Depending on, well, I've only ever been to V-Fest or Leeds Fest.
I went to a tea party at local Methodist church. Then if that counts. They brought some killer scones, mate. It was epic. People falling over each other and everything. There's like a mosh pit inside the church hall.
I'm going to skim the hell out of this.
You can't skim that.
Mate, it's prime skimmer. If I can't skim this...
There's something wrong.
Yeah.
You don't have what it takes, mate. I was the skimming champion 1987, mate. Held it three consecutive years in a row.
We're going to make fire.
Oh, this campsite looks so pretty.
Oh, well, that went well. Down, down, down. Right, it's challenge time. Junior versus Ben. Who can hit the other side of the rock?
Cliff face.
Oh, cliff face.
Cliff face?
Cliff face. Wait. Cut. Junior and Ben. Rockstone throwing challenge. Who can hit the cliff face?
Round 1. Fight!
Failed. Yeah. Right, this is it.
Finish him!
Right, I'm now.
6.5 hours later.
Oh mate, come on, that was absolutely shocking.
2,000 years later.
Why, God, why?
Few inches later.
That ain't even gonna either.
I hate my life. Ben, help! Help! Mommy, I love you! I love you!
What are you doing?
Help!
What are you doing? I was just saying to Junior, we've just like shimmied around the side of this cliff face, coming this route. Some nice footholds, some nice places to grip with your hands. But I was just saying that it's weird, isn't it, when you sit in places like this, like as random as this, and literally nobody knows where we are. And people always say before you head out you should always tell someone where you're going, but how can you explain to someone where you are when you're in places like this?
So true.
I mean, you can tell someone I'm off to Lake District, I'll be camping around this area, but this area is a big area. And if you're going to explore to the fullest and actually experience places like this, sometimes it means going on routes that people don't always tread. But that's what makes part of the trip for me.
It really does for me as well. It's just
like I wonder how many people have shimmied around that rock face there and just sat in this spot where we are. But how many have come and ventured right on the top, scaling this cliff face just to sit here and listen to the water?
it's so peaceful.
This reminds me a lot like the reminds me of the Allagash incident, basically where the group of school teachers had gone on a hike to do some late night fishing, overnight fishing in a little boat on a lake much similar to this, probably a bit smaller than this lake behind me, but it was out in the sticks, out in the wild, a lot like this lake is. And what happened was, while in the boat fishing, the guys noticed a very, very bright light hovering above the water. Well, it actually rose out of the trees first and came across the lake. In discussion in the boat, one of the guys decided to shine his torch, shine his flashlight, to see if he could gain some kind of response from this hovering light. And no sooner he turned his torch on and shone the beam at this object, a massive strobe light lit up the whole boat like a Roman candle. And these guys, in terror, tried to paddle as fast as they could away from this object, and it followed them, basically traced them across the lake and got closer and closer till eventually this thing was right on top of them, and they knew that something was about to happen. A few of the guys, through hypnosis after, recall these creatures being in the water at the side of the boat and trying to lift them out of the boat or something like that, or put them back in the boat after they'd been abducted. It's a very fascinating case, the Allagash incident, and if you ever get a chance to look into that, I highly recommend that you do. Very, very fascinating story, and believable in my opinion as well. Very good. There's very few things in this life that we should ever fear losing. Life always has a funny way of making things work out for the best. However, there are some things that, even with the miracles of life on your side, you would always fail to replace. Me and Junior have been the very best of friends for as far back as I can remember. We have travelled near and far, experienced some amazing scenery, shared some great conversations, and always helped to pick each other up during those dark times. I hope that in some strange way our videos have inspired others to do the same. But most importantly, I hope that these videos inspire you to help yourself, or maybe someone else right now that you know is suffering in silence. Enough is enough. You've been consumed by the dark times for far too long. The outdoors is such a beautiful place, and you are an amazing person. So trust me, from somebody who knows, you're gonna be okay. And the sun will rise again tomorrow. I have been Ben from the 401 Files, and if you've enjoyed this video, it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and spread the word. Thank you, and God bless.